Hi girls, welcome back to another virtual class. It's Miss Julie. I hope you guys are still staying safe, but having fun. The weather has been really nice these past few days, so I hope you guys are still going outside and getting fresh air and still having fun. So today we're going to talk about hygiene. We're going to talk about oral hygiene. So oral hygiene has to deal with your teeth and your tongue and your mouth. That's your oral hygiene. So oral hygiene is very important. We need to practice good oral hygiene, and there's different ways that we can do that and protect our teeth, because it's very important to protect our teeth, because if we don't, that can lead to many different factors on the road, which we will talk about that later. So before we get started, I just kind of want to talk about that. The reason why I did this is to show you guys what happens when we don't take care of our teeth. Just like in some sports, it requires to wear a mouth guard because it protects our teeth. For example, football. Football players have to wear mouth guards to protect their teeth. So when we eat sugary drinks, when we eat sugary foods and drink sugary drinks, over time, it kind of builds up some nasty bacteria on our teeth. And then it kind of causes some things, and we'll talk about that later. But to do this, I did a little science experiment, and you can do this at home. It's very simple, but I will tell you that you might need a parent to help out because it does require using the stove. So the very first step is you take an egg, and I took this little pot and I filled it with water, and then I put it on the stove. Now, what you want to do is you want to boil the egg. So that makes that hard outer shell that you can peel off and you can eat that egg. So remember, when you're using the stove, ask your parent or your guardian if you need help, and remember proper stove usage. So don't touch the pot when it's on there. Don't yank it off. Be careful. Hold the handle. Don't set something on the stove. Don't put your hand in it. Different things like that. It's very important to remember. So what I did is I put the water in it, I turned the stove on, and then I waited for that water to get really bubbly. That means the water is boiling and it's hot enough and ready to boil that egg. So I set the egg in there. I waited about 8 to 10 minutes for that egg to boil. And then when it was done, I poured the water in the sink. Now, you can either pour the water in the sink or you can use a strainer. A strainer, it has those nice little holes, and it helps just drain that water easier, and the egg will just kind of fall in there and you can just pick it up. So you want to boil an egg, and then you're going to want to have some sort of dark soda or kind of like a dark juice. So for example, I use Dr. Pepper. So I have this Dr. Pepper in the cup. So I use Dr. Pepper for this assignment. So Dr. Pepper is a sugary drink. So I used this to show you what sugary drinks can do to your teeth if you don't take care of your teeth. So while I was letting that egg cool, I poured the Dr. Pepper in the cup, and then I put the egg inside. So I just dropped the egg inside of here. And then what I did is I let it sit overnight. So I did this all last night, and the egg has been sitting in the Dr. Pepper for a little over 12 hours. You can do longer if you like. You will definitely get different results of what the egg is going to look like. So this was kind of a fast assignment because the egg stayed overnight. So the egg is going to look different than when you just drink a sugary drink or eat a sugary food the day of. So your teeth isn't going to automatically look like this. This is kind of what it would look like over time, and it would kind of affect your teeth. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the egg. So I am going to pull it out, and I have some napkins to dry it off. Okay, so I'm drying the egg off. All right, so an egg is usually very white, and after soaking, we have, put it up close, this colored egg. So it's kind of a brown, yellowish color. So that's what happens when we eat sugary foods and sugary drinks, but we don't take care of our teeth. We don't have that good oral hygiene. So it's important that we take care of our teeth because we don't want our teeth looking like this, and it leads to future health factors, which I will name a couple. So if you don't take care of your teeth, you can get gum disease, those cavities, you can lose your teeth, Teeth decay can happen. You can get sores in your mouth, and your teeth can even become very sensitive, and it makes it hard to eat and drink different things. So now we have this egg pulled out of the Dr. Pepper, and I'm going to show you something. So what I'm going to do is you can do this 2 different ways. You can either peel the hard shell off of the egg, since it is boiled egg, and then underneath you're going to see that it's still that white color. Or you can use, I happen to have an extra toothbrush, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some toothpaste on my toothbrush, and then I'm going to kind of go, I'll show you, I'll go back to the sink and I'll kind of scrub the egg. And when I scrub that egg with that toothbrush, you're going to see that some of the brown and yellowness comes off. So it kind of represents brushing your teeth. So that's what we're going to do right now. All right, so I have my egg and I have my toothbrush with the toothpaste. And all I'm going to do is sit here and I'm just going to kind of rub it over the egg on one side. So that way I can compare it to the other side. So I'm just going to do that for a minute. Now this might look kind of silly, but it's just part of the experiment. It kind of shows you the importance of brushing your teeth. And now it might not get rid of all of the yellow and brownness at once, but eventually it's going to help, and it's going to help kind of build your teeth stronger and get them healthier and look better. And it also makes your breath smell better. So I'm going to do that for a little while. And then I'm going to turn the water on and just scrub it underneath the water. All right. So I'm going to dry the egg off, and then we're going to look at it. All right. So we have our egg. This is what it looked like before on this side. So we see that color. And I will say, like an egg and our teeth are very similar in the way because they have a hard shell on the outside that protects our teeth. So just like the egg, this is what happens with a sugary drink over time. So I showed you, I kind of brushed the egg, and this is what it looked like after. So we'll show you again. Here's before when I dropped it into the Dr. Pepper, and then this is what it looked like after I brushed it. So I'll kind of do a side by side. So we see this side's a little more white, and then this side's still that brown yellow color. Now, if I hold it up close, you can kind of see there's still some brownness in that white part, but for the most part, it's gone. So that was after brushing your teeth. So you can kind of see the importance of brushing your teeth because it gets rid of that funky, sugary bacteria that stays on your teeth. So this happens when you don't brush your teeth, you don't floss, you don't use mouthwash, because these sugary drinks and these sugary foods, it stays on your teeth and it attracts bacteria. And that's when we get things like plaque on our teeth. And that's when that plaque and that bacteria causes those things that I mentioned, like cavities, gum disease, tooth decay, losing your teeth, sensitivity with your teeth. So it can cause so many different things. So you will get the same result if you peel the shell off. It will still be white on the inside. So it just kind of shows you that eggs, just like our teeth, it has a hard shell around it, and that's what protects us. So you can see what it kind of looks like when you when you brush it. So kind of cool. So you can do this. It's very simple. All you need to do is boil an egg, have some sort of dark soda or dark juice, let it soak in there, and then you can either find an extra toothbrush and kind of do that, or you can just peel the shell off. So before we go, I'm just going to talk about a few different things about brushing your teeth. So it's very important that you brush your teeth at least twice a day. Typically, we do that after we eat breakfast in the morning and then before we go to bed. Now, if you don't eat breakfast in the morning, you still need to make sure you brush your teeth first thing. It's very important because things can kind of sit on your teeth overnight, and it's important to get rid of them. Now, if it's possible, you can actually brush your teeth more. So after lunch, if you can brush your teeth, or after eating kind of a sugary snack or drinking a sugary drink, you can. But if not, it's perfectly fine. Just twice a day, in the morning and before you go to bed. Another tip is it's important to brush all of your teeth. So you can see that, pretend this is my mouth and this is my front teeth. So I only brush my front teeth but I didn't take care of my back teeth. So it's important to get all of your teeth. When you turn your toothbrush, get on the sides, on top. It's very important to brush all of your teeth, not just the front ones. And then it's important to take your time while you're brushing your teeth. Don't rush. Don't brush your teeth in 10 seconds. Typically, they recommend 2 to 3 minutes to brush your teeth. That way, make sure you get all of your teeth. And also, it's important to brush your tongue when you get done brushing your teeth. You got to take care of your tongue too. Very important. After you brush your teeth, make sure you floss, because sometimes things can get stuck in between our teeth. And then, of course, use your mouthwash. That takes care of your teeth as well and your tongue, but it also gives you nice, kind of minty, fresh breath. Another one is go see the dentist. The dentist can recommend so much more tips for you guys. The dentist helps keeps our teeth nice and fresh and healthy. They recommend seeing the dentist twice a year. So you guys can see kind of the importance of brushing your teeth after this lesson. If you guys want to learn more, you can go to the American Dental Association site, ADA. They have lots of great sources and tips for you guys out there that you can do that I have not recommended in this video. If you're curious about something, you can go to their website. Again, it's the American Dental Association. They have lots of different things on there. They show you different toothbrushes and toothpaste that is ADA accepted, so that means it's actually better and more healthy for your teeth. They recommend changing your toothbrush every 3 months. I mean, it's a wonderful site. If you're curious, just look up some more. I encourage you all to do this little experiment. It's fun, it's quick, and it kind of shows you, like, in person, how important it is to take care of our teeth. So I will see you guys next time. Bye, girls.